The media's grip. The average person encounters thousands of media messages each day. These messages often carry a subtle yet powerful message. They tell us how to dress, what to eat, and even how to feel. This constant barrage can lead many to passively accept these ideals. But what happens when these messages promote an unattainable lifestyle? The media perpetuates a culture of consumerism, linking happiness with material possessions. True happiness and fulfillment come from experiences, relationships, and a sense of purpose. A manufactured reality. The media often presents a distorted view of reality. It creates a world where everyone seems to be living their best life. This comparison can lead to feelings of inadequacy and dissatisfaction. We begin to measure our self-worth based on material possessions. Breaking free requires recognizing the media's influence and questioning its messages. True fulfillment comes from within, nurturing passions and meaningful relationships. Define success on your own terms, not by media standards. The allure of excess. Media images are crafted to sell a lifestyle. Success is often portrayed as synonymous with acquisition. This narrative blurs the lines between want and need. The pursuit of material wealth can lead to financial instability. True wealth is found in experiences and relationships. Recognize that happiness is not in material possessions, but in the richness of life. Shift perspective to break free from the consumerist trap. The media's obsession with celebrity culture fuels consumerism. We see intimate glimpses into the lives of the rich and famous. Celebrities become spokespeople for a consumerist lifestyle. Their lives are often far less glamorous than they appear. The pursuit of fame can come at the expense of genuine happiness. Recognize that celebrities face the same struggles as everyone else. Question the images presented and disentangle from the allure of celebrity culture. True happiness is found in forging your own unique path. The media creates a culture of comparison and competition. We are bombarded with images of perfection. This leads to feelings of inadequacy and dissatisfaction. Social media intensifies this phenomenon. Constant comparison can harm mental and emotional well-being. Focus on your own values and priorities. True happiness is not in keeping up with others, but in living your own life. Break free from the cycle of comparison and competition. The media creates our desires. Advertising tells us what we need and want. This drives us to purchase items we don't need. Advertising preys on our fears and aspirations. We become convinced we need things that don't align with our values. Cultivate skepticism towards advertising. Make intentional choices about what you allow into your life. Reclaim your power as a consumer. The media paints a seductive picture of happiness. We are told happiness is in material possessions. This creates a powerful illusion. True happiness is a state of being, not a destination. It comes from meaningful connections and purposeful pursuits. Chasing material possessions leads to dissatisfaction. Recognize that true happiness is within. Shift perspective to find inner peace and purpose. The media thrives on comparison. We see others' seemingly perfect lives. This creates a sense of inadequacy. Social media is a highlight reel, not reality. Constant comparison harms mental well-being. Cultivate gratitude for what you have. Focus on your own unique journey. Recognize that comparison is a recipe for unhappiness. The media and tech companies fuel an upgrade cycle. Newer versions of gadgets create perpetual dissatisfaction. This pursuit is financially draining. Appreciate the value of what you already own. The upgrade cycle extends to fashion and home decor. Question the need for constant upgrades. Develop contentment with what you have. True satisfaction comes from living aligned with your values. The pressure to keep up has far-reaching consequences. It leads to overspending, debt, and financial insecurity. Our consumption habits impact the environment. Recognize the true cost of consumption. Make conscious choices about what you buy. Shift focus to mindful living and experiences. Invest in things that bring lasting value and fulfillment. Reclaiming your narrative starts with a conscious decision. External forces have shaped your perceptions of success and happiness. You've internalized the message that more is always better. Challenge these beliefs and start writing your own story. Acknowledge the media's influence on your thinking. Reflect on the messages you've been exposed to. How have these messages shaped your values and aspirations? Deconstruct these beliefs and align them with your own values. Be discerning about the media you consume. Reduce your exposure to advertising. Use ad blockers and fast forward through commercials. Be mindful of the social media accounts you follow. Unfollow accounts that trigger inadequacy and seek inspiration. Choose what you allow into your mind and heart. Create a positive and empowering space for yourself. Break free from the consumerist trap by shifting from a passive consumer to an active creator. You've been convinced that happiness comes from acquiring more things. Step out of this passive role and create a life of meaning. Identify your passions and interests. What brings you joy and fulfillment? Incorporate your passions into your life. Find activities that bring joy and allow authentic self-expression. Shift from consumption to creation and tap into creativity and purpose. The media often equates wealth with material possessions, luxury cars, designer clothing, and extravagant homes. While these things may provide a temporary sense of satisfaction, they do not constitute true wealth. True wealth encompasses financial security, yes, but it also encompasses time freedom, meaningful relationships, and a sense of purpose. Building true wealth requires a shift in perspective from acquiring possessions to building assets. Assets that appreciate in value over time and provide you with greater financial freedom and security. This might include investing in your education or skills, starting a business, or building a diversified investment portfolio. It also involves being mindful of your spending habits and making conscious choices about where you direct your money. Instead of chasing the latest trends or trying to keep up with the Joneses, focus on investing in experiences that bring you joy, relationships that nourish your soul, and possessions that add genuine value to your life. Building true wealth is not about depriving yourself or living a life of austerity. It's about aligning your spending with your values and making choices that support your long-term goals and aspirations. It's about creating a life of abundance, not just of material possessions, but of time, freedom, and fulfillment. Breaking free from the media's consumerist trap is not a one-time event. It's an ongoing process of self-reflection, conscious consumption, and intentional living. Question the messages you've internalized and challenge the status quo. Create a life that aligns with your values, not advertisers' dictates. True happiness is found in purpose, connection, and contribution. Connect with like-minded individuals and support each other. The journey isn't always easy, but it's worth taking. It leads to financial freedom, happiness, and fulfillment. Reclaim your power and create a life that is truly your own. One of the most insidious aspects of the media's consumerist agenda is its ability to keep individuals financially illiterate. By promoting a lifestyle of instant gratification and conspicuous consumption, the media effectively discourages people from developing a sound understanding of personal finance. This lack of financial literacy leaves individuals vulnerable to predatory lending practices, trapped in cycles of debt, and unable to build true wealth and security. Financial literacy is not about memorizing complex formulas or becoming an expert investor. It's about developing a basic understanding of how money works, how to manage your income and expenses, and how to make informed financial decisions that align with your goals and values. It's about taking control of your financial well-being and creating a life of abundance, not just of material possessions, but of security, freedom, and peace of mind. Financial literacy empowers you to break free from the cycle of debt and dependency that often accompanies a consumerist lifestyle. It allows you to make conscious choices about your spending habits, to save for your future, and to invest in assets that will grow your wealth over time. It also enables you to weather financial storms, to navigate unexpected expenses, and to build a solid foundation for your future and the future of your loved ones. In a world saturated with images of excess and extravagance, it can be easy to forget the simple joys and profound fulfillment that come from living a more minimalist lifestyle. Minimalism, at its core, is not about deprivation or austerity. It's about being intentional about what we allow into our lives, both physically and mentally, and focusing on what truly matters: experiences, relationships, and personal growth. Minimalism challenges us to examine our relationship with material possessions and to question the often subliminal messages we've internalized about what brings happiness and fulfillment. It encourages us to let go of the things that no longer serve us, to simplify our surroundings, and to create space for what truly matters. This process of decluttering and simplifying can be incredibly liberating. As we shed the weight of excess possessions, we also shed the mental and emotional baggage that often accompanies them. We create space for new experiences, new relationships, and new possibilities to emerge in our lives. Minimalism is not about living with less. It's about living with more intention. It's about freeing ourselves from the shackles of consumerism and creating a life that is aligned with our values, our passions, and our deepest desires. The media's relentless promotion of a consumerist lifestyle often creates a sense of urgency, a feeling that we must constantly be doing, acquiring, and experiencing more in order to keep up with the ever-shifting standards of success and happiness. This constant striving can be incredibly draining, leaving us feeling exhausted, unfulfilled, and disconnected from what truly matters. Finding freedom in simplicity involves slowing down, disconnecting from the relentless noise of the modern world and reconnecting with the natural rhythms of life. It's about savoring the simple pleasures, appreciating the beauty in everyday moments, and finding contentment in the present moment. This might involve spending time in nature, pursuing creative hobbies, connecting with loved ones, or simply taking some time for quiet reflection. It's about creating space in our lives for stillness, for introspection, and for the simple joys that are often overlooked in our fast-paced, hyper-connected world. Finding freedom in simplicity is not about rejecting progress or living a life of isolation. It's about creating a more balanced and fulfilling way of life, one that prioritizes well-being over busyness, connection over consumption, and authenticity over appearances. Our consumption choices have far-reaching consequences, not just for ourselves, but for our communities and our planet. Every purchase we make is a vote for a particular set of values and vision for the future. By becoming more conscious consumers, we can support businesses that align with our values. Conscious consumption is about making informed choices. It's about the impact our consumption habits have on the world. This might involve supporting local businesses, choosing sustainable materials, or investing in experiences rather than material possessions. It's about shifting our focus from mindless consumption to mindful living. Every dollar we spend has the power to create positive change. The legacy we leave will be shaped by the values we embrace and the actions we take. By choosing to live more consciously, we can create a ripple effect that extends far beyond ourselves, inspiring others to do the same and leaving a legacy of sustainability and positive change. External forces shape our desires, values, and perceptions of success. We are bombarded with messages equating happiness with acquisition and success with material possessions. This relentless messaging can be overwhelming, leaving us feeling inadequate and envious. Awareness is the first step towards liberation. By recognizing the media's consumerist agenda, we can challenge the beliefs that keep us trapped. Perhaps the most profound consequence of the media's consumerist trap is its ability to distort our definition of success. We are conditioned to believe that success is a linear path paved with material possessions, social status, and external validation. This narrow definition leaves little room for individual expression, for diverse paths, or for the pursuit of passions and purposes that extend beyond the accumulation of wealth and possessions. Breaking free from this externally imposed definition of success requires us to embark on a journey of self-discovery. It's about identifying our own values, passions, and aspirations, and defining success on our own terms. This might involve pursuing a creative calling, dedicating ourselves to a cause we believe in, or building meaningful relationships with loved ones. It's about recognizing that true success is not a destination, but a journey, a process of continual growth, learning, and contribution. It's about living a life that feels meaningful and authentic, regardless of external measures of success. It's about finding joy in the simple things, appreciating the beauty in everyday moments, and making a positive impact on the world around us. Breaking free from the media's consumerist trap is a collective awakening to a world that prioritizes well-being over relentless acquisition. It's about recognizing that our choices have far-reaching consequences. By aligning our actions with our values, we can create a sustainable future. People are embracing minimalist lifestyles and supporting ethical businesses. True happiness is found in purpose, connection, and contribution. We must challenge the status quo and question the messages we receive. Create a world that reflects compassion, sustainability, and well-being. Prioritize people and planet over profits and possessions. It's a journey worth taking.